The Philippines gained a tactical victory when China withdrew most of its maritime militia ships from the Julian Felipe Reef. But in an interview with One News's The Chiefs, experts say the Philippines must be consistent.
This might be a tactical victory on our part, but for how long?
Okay.
We're dealing with a very determined, resourceful, and also wealthy opponent.
On Wednesday, the Philippine military announced that it was sending 3 additional Navy ships to the area to assert the country's rights over its exclusive economic zone. De Castro said the government should expect a tit-for-tat from China.
So China would probably announce they'll be sending 5 or 6 of their gray ships. Or probably, this is my guess, no? They'll be probably sending their huge Coast Guard vessels.
Those are white ships.
White ships. That will put us really again on the spot.
Experts also say the government should speak with one voice and present one consistent position. With the new deployments, the Philippine military has started pushing back at Chinese claims in the West Philippine Sea. The wild card, unfortunately, is the commander-in-chief himself, who has not yet spoken on the issue.
Now, what are the chances that the president will reverse what's happening now? Is that a likelihood?
I'll wear my hat as a political consultant, not as a strategic. That will be bad politics.
Okay.
And he will lose support of the Filipino people.
LaSalle's De Castro says the 2016 arbitral ruling that voided China's 9-line claim solidified our position in the West Philippine Sea. Other countries like Malaysia and Indonesia have even cited the 2016 ruling for their own purposes. But Duterte himself set aside the ruling earlier in his term.
So this is the irony about it. Other countries had been using the ruling not because they're law-abiding, but simply because it serves their interests.
But in the end, a lot of what happens in the West Philippine Sea will depend on what emanates from the palace by the Pasig.
We see strong statements from Secretary Lorenzana, Secretary Locsin. But at the end of the day, who is the chief architect? Is that the word, Rene? Chief architect. That's the president. Who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces? It's our president. He seems to be quiet on these things.
Hindi naman siya umaatras eh. Nawawala lang.
Joey Francisco, we are One News.